Hello, my name is Sofia Valencia, and this is my American culture reaction video. I will be reacting to the article Body Ritual Among the Nakirim by Minera in 1956. I found this article interesting because it had been written in a perspective of an outsider's portraying America as a foreign country. This article used a lot of words such as rituals and practices, which makes it very distinctive to other articles. In my opinion, the author uses a lot of sarcasm throughout his article to suggest that Americans are very um, centered on egoism and that they are a one-of-a-kind country. This is kind of ironic because of the type of descriptions that Minera gives, which sounds like it comes out of an American history book speaking about other cultures. I will be talking about individualism in America, which is a huge core value within the American culture. This emphasizes personal freedoms, independence, and self-reliance, which creates this big idea that one should live their own life and that they can achieve their own personal goals and dreams through it. At a younger age, Americans are taught to be responsible for themselves, to take responsibility for their own actions and for their futures. Americans tend to value being alone and having their own lifestyles in the way that they enjoy them and wish to have them as. This might seem a little odd for people outside of the United States because in a lot of cultures it is normal for children to still live with their parents until they're married or until they're financially stable. So this is just a change for them because they are typically used to having someone telling them what to do in their life, telling them what kind of careers they should have. So the history of individualism, from the 1990s, there was a lot of multiculturalism, a lot of feminism, a lot of social values, as America basically began to adjust to these new circumstances, to these ethics, to these values that were beginning to become very popular. In the 1960s, individualism was very focused on politics. It was focused heavily on our rights, our amendments, the freedom of speech, and basically being able to speak your right of mind. By the 1970s, many Americans were very self-expressing and they loved to basically have the opportunity to express themselves, whether it was through beliefs, through values. And these values kind of just began to evolve a lot of values on relationships, a lot of values on family, a lot of values on husband and wife traditions, sexuality, work ethics, things like that. They become more individual and more opinionated depending on the individual. It was just a very autonomous time and people kind of began to evolve. It just kind of became a notion of a self. I personally believe that individualism is a good value to have to be able to maintain a lifestyle and to maintain your own personal beliefs without having someone tell you what you should or shouldn't believe is a good thing because we ourselves know ourselves as a person, we know what we need, we know what we want. So being able to understand that is extremely helpful. Some pros are having basically any privacy. You have privacy from anybody. You're able to do the things that you love. You're able to maintain yourself because you understand yourself deeper. You're basically able to have freedom and grow as a person. But some cons that do come with individualism are finances, the cost of living is really high, budgeting and being able to basically say what's more important to you and what's least important. A lot of things in this economy are very pricey, and it's hard to get by with the prices, especially with housing, with cars, groceries, and a lot of just sustaining things that we need overall are pretty expensive nowadays. And also, a lot of pressure gets placed onto people to move out of their own homes. It's just seen it's just seen as there being no reason for you to live if you're able to sustain yourself individually and not having to rely on your parents. And these are my references. Thank you.